We're going to look through this Chapter 7 review. So we will start off with the first question. I do have a couple things skipped here, but number one, state the definition of the area of a region. It is the number of square units it takes to fill the region completely. So that's the definition of area. Make sure you know that. That will definitely be on the test. Next, we have some simpler shapes here that we need to find the area of. Find the area of each region. Segments that appear to be perpendicular form right angles. All right, well, zoom in here a little bit. Number 3 is a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is base times height. And it is clearly stated that the base there would be 12 centimeters times the height, which is 6 centimeters. You multiply those together. 12 times 6 is 72, and centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared, which makes sense because that is square units. So that's number 3. Number 4, we have a triangle here. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Remember, base and height are always perpendicular to each other. So we can use the 20 meters as our base. And what's perpendicular to that? That is the 12 meters. And you can multiply this in any order. Half of 20 is 10. 10 times 12 is 120. So this is 120 meters squared. Next one, also a triangle. However, notice they give this to us in different units. So let's change the 1 foot to 12 inches. So number 5, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Those two measurements are perpendicular. So our base is 8 inches. The height is the 1 foot, which we are writing as 12 inches. Half of 8 is 4, and then 4 times 12 is 48 inches squared. The last one did get cut off a little bit here, but this is a parallelogram because one pair of sides is both parallel and congruent. So parallelogram, the area is just base times height, and we do have to remember base and height are always perpendicular. So actually our base we will use as this 15 miles. And the height is perpendicular to it. That's the 4.8 miles. And so we need to multiply those. 4.8 times 15. And we get that is 72 miles squared. Still finding the area. Number 7 is a trapezoid. So make sure you know all your area formulas. I like to write this 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 because that's the average of the bases times the height. Some people do put the h just right after the 1/2, but I do not do that. This one's pretty straightforward. We know everything. Here's 1/2. Our lower base is 6 meters. The upper base is 3 meters. The height, which is also always perpendicular to the base, in this case base is 4 meters. And now it's just a matter of simplifying. This is 9 meters times 4 meters. Now this time I'm going to think 1/2 times 4 because we can multiply in any order because of the commutative property. So half of 4 is 2. 2 times 9 is 18. This is 18 meters squared. Number 8. This is a kite, because it has two pairs of consecutive congruent sides. The area of a kite, we learned, is 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Well, I think we have those. We do need to add. So diagonal 1 is 6 plus 26. That's 32 inches. Times diagonal 2. That is 18 inches. And we can do half of 18 is 9. 9 times 32 is 288 inches squared. Number 9. Number 9, we have a circle with a diameter of 18 inches, but we know area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So our radius we know is 9 inches. So this is area equals pi times 9 inches squared. So that is 81 pi inches squared. If you want to, you can multiply that. You can definitely use a calculator. Well, I messed up my multiplying. Didn't put my 0 there. So 0 and so area is about 254.34 inches squared. And number 10. Number 10, there's a formula for the area of an equilateral triangle, but I honestly don't memorize that one because I think I can just find it pretty quickly. So if we remember, this turns into a 30, 60, 90. There's a few different ways to do this, I should say. So we need to find the height. So you could use Pythagorean theorem, but this is a special triangle, so we know that this length right here, this height, is 4 times the square root of 3, because it's the shorter leg times the square root of 3. So area, the triangle is 1/2 base times height. The base is 8 centimeters. And as we mentioned just now, the height is 4 times the square root of 3 centimeters because of the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And so half of 8 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So this is 16 times the square root of 3 centimeters. You could find that decimal approximation by putting that in your calculator.